How to run effective and efficient meetings. Have you ever been in a situation where you and your friends decided to meet and discuss a workshop or something else but did nothing productive? Similarly is the case in the professional world. Imagine calling for a meeting and no one is listening to you. Employees have a gala time chit-chatting and laughing. Some sit on the floor while others sit on the table. Some talk loudly while some eat food in the meeting room. This situation is a nightmare for any professional. However, this is not the only problem one faces. Many meetings happen without proper structure and planning. They miss conveying or discussing the core need more points in the meeting. Whatever be the reason, there is no effectiveness or efficiency factor in these meetings, and hence they are not even close to being productive. On that note, what does an organized meeting look like? If you had to identify in a word the reason why the human race has not achieved and never will achieve its full potential, that word would be meetings. Let's begin with a simple question. What is a meeting? Meeting refers to an activity where people gather to speak, discuss, and share strategies to reach a common goal. These strategies provide a structured approach to finding a new and innovative solution to a problem. But are these meetings always productive and efficient? Wasted time has become the norm in the business world. According to a study, companies in the US waste around $213 billion on ineffective meetings annually. Therefore, understanding how to make meetings effective is an expertise employee must have. Having this skill not only boosts productivity but also help arouse more incredible team spirit. But how to learn this skill? Follow the points below to run efficient meetings from now on. Question yourself, is the meeting necessary? Before calling for a meeting, take a few minutes and ask yourself, do I need this meeting? Or can it be solved with an email or a simple phone call? Doing homework before gathering people into a meeting is very important and is a skill that everyone needs to learn. Homework is a positive thing. It means researching, gathering thoughts and ideas, and framing the right questions. If those questions need to be discussed thoroughly and require a group of people to solve them, you need to call for a meeting. Prepare an agenda. No purpose, no meeting. An agenda is a list of discussion points with a clear objective. Good leaders share the agenda well in advance for any meeting so the team is aware of the discussion. You cannot gather people to have a random discussion on random things. These meetings will lead to chaos, no proper output, and you will be wasting everyone's time. An agenda will state the objective of the meeting. Share the agenda well before the meeting so the players have at least a rough idea, and it will also help them prepare for the topic of discussion. You will have a productive meeting and effective conversations. Effectiveness means to be concise and to point out without any deviations in the discussion. The agenda should be clear and concise. Typically, the agenda is shared via internal email communication. In cases where there is no infrastructure in terms of computer usage in the meetings, you print the agenda for the team. Invite right players. Identifying the players is the next important step after you research and conclude that a meeting is necessary. In large projects or companies, people from different departments need to be present in the meeting. So, you should rightly identify proper stakeholders so you are not missing a key person's input or adding a person that may not necessarily contribute to the discussion. Inviting the right players seems to be a difficult task for large organizations. In such cases, using the organizational charts will help you understand who is responsible for which department and if that person or a representative can attend the meeting. If you don't get the key players' availability, it is better to cancel the meeting than run the meeting with the rest. Having the right group of people in a discussion is crucial to solving the problems and respecting everyone's time. Set the stage. It is quite important to make people listen actively. But how to do this? Arrive on time to set up the meeting. The environment of a meeting matters too. Make the environment friendly and comfortable. Choose a favorable time to organize a meeting. Make sure it's convenient for all. Before diving into something important, give the attendees a break for a few minutes. You can engage in some casual talking to make them feel relaxed. This helps them refresh their minds before listening actively to something important. Prepare a place to keep all the phones or remind them of the house rules or etiquette. Engage everyone in the discussion. Engaging everyone so they contribute to the ideas and solution is extremely important for an efficient meeting. Effective communication plays a crucial role in this part. If you are hosting the meeting, you need to pause several times during the conversation so the discussion isn't sidetracked. Gentle reminders and bringing people to the main discussion point in intervals will help the conversation stay on track. Follow the structure below to bring a good outcome to any meeting. Set the context before the start of the meeting. Share relevant documents via email or hard copies. Gently bring the discussion to the main task at hand. For the items that need more research, park them. Address each individual with their name so they can contribute without digressing. Make meetings inclusive. Generally, the word inclusive means to include everyone. But here, in meetings, it does not mean to include all people. Inclusiveness means encouraging and engaging everyone in the team to share their ideas openly. Let's look at some ways to engage people in the conversation. Making notes or minutes. The term minutes is often used for meeting summaries. Minutes will have the notes, parked items, action items, next steps, etc. For online meetings, screen sharing and creating notes will help the team see the discussion points right there. When the team can see what is created in terms of notes or meeting minutes, they will automatically engage in correcting or adding more to the notes. For offline meetings, you can engage your team by sharing printouts. Use a projector screen to increase efficiency and productivity and show the discussion points. Repeat the discussion point. Repeating the solution, idea, or problem and addressing the group with their names at times is very helpful for introverted people. Reach out to them, collect their questions, and discuss them as a group. Grouping agendas. Break the agendas into sections. Identify dependent tasks and discuss solutions. Sometimes it is more efficient when you allow a particular individual who is more learned in a specific subject area to lead the conversation. Discussions of this kind will lead to better outcomes. Decide the next steps. Close the meeting with clear next steps and a quick recap. Allocate different tasks or assignments to individuals. Send out a quick meeting summary or meeting minutes by documenting clearly. Some meetings are dull and boring while others are interesting. So make sure to do a feedback session after the meeting. Be open to suggestions to make meetings more productive and effective. It's vital to conduct productive meetings. The main goal and agenda of the meeting arise due to a problem in the current working structure of the team or to introduce a newer measure and important announcement. In any such case, the core reason for the meeting is to communicate a certain message and implement the changes required. Meetings are essential to solve a problem, understand dependencies, understand the background of a task, gather thoughts and ideas for the team, and develop creative, efficient solutions. Indirectly, meetings also motivate people to do more and bring them a sense of accountability. However, meeting the basic objective of a discussion requires a lot of homework and proper agenda. Otherwise, it will be a time waster. So, getting involved and engaging the team in meaningful discussions is a leadership skill that everyone should possess regardless of their role in the organization. Follow these steps intently and you will surely reap the benefits. Examples. For better understanding, let's look at a sample agenda and minutes. Sample agenda. Dear team, here is the agenda for today's meeting. Note: if you cannot attend, please send a representative from your team. Topic: to discuss about the new project ABC, milestones and dependencies. First, introduction by host 5 minutes. Second, scope of the project, business team or person X 15 minutes. Third, milestone chart by host for 30 minutes. Due dates, holidays, availability, dependencies, task. Fourth, Q&A 10 minutes. Sample meeting minutes or notes. Dear team, thank you for your participation in the meeting today. It was a productive discussion. See below the meeting notes and let me know if anything is missed or misstated. Notes: Scope changes are discussed and agreed by the team, arrived at a consensus in terms of technical difficulties and how the scope can be updated accordingly. Due dates and milestones are created. At this time, they are at a high level. More accurate estimates will be discussed in the next meeting. Action items: Update the scope document as discussed. Assign to person Y. Due date XXYY. Business document needs to be sent for approval. Assign to person Y. Due date XXYY. Update project plan with the new dates. Assign to person S. Due date XSYY. Parked items. The requirement related to website layout changes requires further discussion by including the team from Department Z. Please let me know if you have any questions or add or update any points from the minutes.